I am so happy to be in here. It's really clean, which is amazing. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. There's a lot to do, so. Kim very kindly left me her rolly cart, so I am on the way to lug some stuff in. You guys, I literally just brought in that one load and I'm already roasting because our school has no AC. So I turned on my giant box fan in the corner, but I only have one fan here. You know, you forget these things when you miss the warm months of the spring, let me tell ya. So I just realized my curtains that usually go on my window are gone. And I don't see them anywhere in here or in my storage. So I'm like, hopefully they're somewhere. The ones by my library are still there, but for some reason the ones on this side are not. So that's interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I've got all my mini erasers and I am going to move them into my containers from Dollar Tree. Look at them all, they're so pretty. This is probably, meaning that I have too many, but that's okay, right? Can always give them out as prizes. Okay, so now I'm going to work on this area that has my calendar and my schedule, my little cart right here, and then my display shelf and my learning targets. I want to get that cleaned up. I'm going to take out the learning targets, put away those books right here, and then I'm going to put out some for the beginning of the year. It has also now officially become ponytail time because I am very warm, so. So I started filling up with my shelf with my top 10 read alouds for back to school. I actually made a video about these last week, and so if you want to hear more about any of these titles or why I like them or what I teach with them, that video will be linked down below. Otherwise, you can get a sneak peek here. So I just wanted to mention that really quick, and now I'm going to fill in the gaps with some other books. So I realized some of my other favorites are out in my car still, so I just added 4 more for now, and then I will fill in the very top shelf and maybe a couple of these smaller gaps when I come in another day, because I'm not going to go walk all the way out to get them. But I remembered I have a ton of books in my trunk and I picked some of my favorite read alouds, so stay tuned to see what else will get put on the display shelf for the beginning of the year. So my next job is going to be unpacking all of those new books that I brought in from the boxes. So what I did was I cleared a couple of shelves in this cupboard, which is why the book boxes are all wonky. these are mostly my seasonal books that I put out on my display shelf. So I am going to put them in here for now, just like not in book boxes or anything, and then maybe later I will put them out. I just don't know what I'm going to do about my library this year because it's getting really, really full. So I'll kind of show you guys what I mean and why I don't know where else to put them except for here. Oh, those cupboards I were just showing you are over there by the door, and then right now my library starts here. Those are all books by topic, so like pets, cats and dogs, farm animals. And then over here is all of like the chapter books, or some of them are grouped by author, but really that's only Mo Willems. And that goes all the way over here. And then I also have a different spot for all my nonfiction books, but I'm like out of shelf space. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because normally I would get a different shelf, but like with this year, I'm supposed to theoretically be taking stuff out instead of bringing it in. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I think for now I'm just gonna put some books in those cupboards, and then I can kind of rotate some of my books this year maybe, because even my back room is like chocked full. It's a very good problem to have, obviously, and you know I'm gonna keep buying more books because books are so important. I don't need to tell you guys, you already know. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to put those away and then figure out hopefully a better way to like put them out. I might have to turn in one of those cupboards into like part of our library that the kids can check out from, but I don't know how I would do that just because, I don't know. We'll see. So I got all the new hardcovers in there. I just did the hardcover ones because then I can actually read the spine pretty easily. I don't want to put the paperbacks in there, so I think I'm going to put those in a book box and then tuck those in this space right here. As I was unpacking my books, I found my Read Like a Bear board book that I ordered this summer, and I am actually putting that inside my Calm Down kit. So this is what my Calm Down kit looks like, and I wanted to show you guys because I don't know if it'll stay the same this year. Like, I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. I have a feeling that this guy is going to have to go for sure. But I just wanted to show you guys what I normally have in there. But anyways, so I usually have a book for the kids to read. I have 3 in here. So this one is my new one, which I think this will be really nice because it is a board book. So if I need to like wipe it down, I can. But I also usually keep Get Happy in there and If You're Angry and You Know It. So both of these books are, you can see a G and then this one's only a D. So most of my kids can read this one like without support, or at least get the general idea because it's very familiar words. And then this one, most of them can also read because again, it's very like simple. So I try to keep books that I know that they can read with no support. Like obviously the Calm Down kit is not where we want them to have frustration with reading. So these are 2 options that are very simple just to read and relax and not have to struggle with reading. This little guy was from Five Below, and he's just like our squishy friend if you need a hug. Like I said, I think he might have to go this year, which is too bad. I do have a 3-minute timer in here. That is generally about how long I give my kids for a break, although I will say I'm not like super strict on this. Like if they need to be there longer, that's fine. Like they can take the time that they need, but sometimes it helps them to just watch the sand. And so if I know that they can probably handle coming back, I will tell them like, oh, just flip the timer and then when it runs out, join us again. And for a lot of them, 3 minutes is a good enough time. And then I also have a folder in here with some think sheets. So when I send a child to the Calm Down kit, I will have them fill out one of these. If they choose to go by themselves, they do not have to. I have had a few that have, but normally they just like to use the other resources. But if it is something where I'm asking them to take a break, I will have them fill out a think sheet, and then I just tuck it with my other PBIS notes. And so I use these, which came in a really good Teachers Pay Teachers resource that I can link down below if you are interested. They are very nice, and I think that in the kit they have like upper L versions of this too. And then the last thing, like a hand gripper exercise thing, which also I got at Five Below. So these are nice because I tell them, like, this is when you're angry, like you can really squeeze and pull this and it will not break. So this is a good one. I really recommend it. And then the last two things are actually resources that I created and do have for sale on Teachers Pay Teachers, so I will link them below if you are interested. But the first one is my set of Calm cards. Now the version I'm selling is slightly a different color scheme, but they are the same sayings. What I do is I hole punch all of these and hang them on a binder ring, and as the kids flip through, they can read the affirmations and the positive statements. So for example, I believe in myself, I am special, I am creative, I can do better, I am wanted, I can do hard things. So there are 28 different cards in my bundle and I sell them for $2. So if you happen to be interested, like I said, I will link those below. I also have these animal themed calm down strategies. So like I came up with different alliterations for the titles and they kind of go with the animal. So the writing whale is write your teacher a note about how you are feeling. We have the lovable lion, which is start the timer and draw a picture of something you love. Be ready to join the class when the timer is done. Hedgehog hug, give yourself a hug and think about all of the good things about you. So there are a set of these. I believe I have 15 of them. I will leave a note below, or like I said, the link will be down there if you are interested. So yeah, I just figured I would show you guys what I use for my calm down kit, and then if that does change, I will update you on what I do. The one thing I am thinking is possibly printing out a set of these for all of my students, so that way they can just have them like in their book box for when they're feeling frustrated. That is a possibility, but I'm not sure what I will do with that yet. So, like I said, if it changes, I will let you know. And for reference, this is where my Calm Kit stays in my room. It is kind of in this front corner over by the door. Hello, you can see my reflection. But I have a little desk that is used as a rest stop. Normally this sign is in the hallway, but they moved it when they were doing the cleaning. But anyways, I have this here and then some restorative practices like iMessages and apologies and a feelings chart. It's over by the rest stop, like I said, and so that is where I keep it, just kind of tucked away in a private corner of the room. So as I was going through my back room, I ended up finding all of these, which the ones over here were all from a Donors Choose project and some of the ones right here, and then the rest were from some Scholastic orders. So what I'm gonna do with those is I'm gonna go through and make a few new series bins for my classroom. I don't have the labels yet, but I will have to make those soon based on what different series I come up with in here. So get excited because I will show you guys some new books in just a little bit once I go through organizing them. So first I made 3 of these little bins. Now these are actually the cleaning buckets that are by Sterilite that you can find at Dollar Tree. I really like them to hold the series books that are like leveled reader size. So I made one of all Splat the Cat because I have a lot of those. And then I made one for Sophia Martinez because I have quite a few of these, both from Donors Choose and a couple that I ordered from First Book as well. So she gets a series bucket now because I have a good amount of those. And then I also made one for Molly Mack, which is another series that I got from my Donors Choose project. So those are the first 3 little buckets, and I'm going to try to squeeze them up there. I usually have book buddies in those gaps, but with everything this year, I don't think I'm going to. So I'll be able to fit a couple more books on the shelf, which will be nice. Also put some in these small crates. I get these for $1 at Walmart, and these are the crates that I like to put in my cube shelves. So I made one for this book series, which is called Greetings from Somewhere. And these are about like two kids who go to like real places around the world. So it's kind of like Magic Tree House vibes. So these looked really fun, and I did get these from my Donors Choose. I also made a basket for this series called The Kingdom of Renly. These are more fantasy-based stories, which I have never read any of these before, so I'm gonna have to like preview them before I put them out, but they looked really, really good, and these were also funded by my Donors Choose project from last year. Next up, I made a bin for Dogman. Now, these are definitely higher than a second grade level, but the kids really do enjoy them, and though they are not maybe my favorite, I think that they can be really motivating for some kids, and I don't have a problem with them. So I ended up getting the first 6 books, and I did get these for free with my Scholastic points. So I ended up redeeming like a ton of points to get this set, which originally was like $50 almost. So I was very glad to have saved up some points, and I know the kids will be very excited about these. I also made a series basket for Bad Guys. Again, kind of like Dogman, they're not necessarily my favorites, but the kids do get very motivated to read them. They're kind of graphic novel, comic-y. Not so sure what I'm going to do it, because I have 3 of these Kina Ford books that came from Donors Choose, which are so cute. And then I also have like 6 of these Moby Shinobi readers that are from Scholastic. And I want to make like a small basket for the Moby Shinobi to go on like that top shelf that I showed you guys. But for Kina Ford, I only have 3, so I don't want to use a whole basket. So I might mix it with one of my other chapter books that doesn't have as many, just because I think there's only 3 in the series so far, and I think that I have all of them. And I'd like to keep getting more, but so far it's just not going to be enough to take up a whole bin on the shelf. One that I have a bin for is Zoe and Sassafras. So I got these from Donors Choose, but I also got a like free pack of one of them from Scholastic, so I have quite a few of one of the books, and then I have like one of the other ones. So I think I have books 1 through 6, and these are adorable. Zoe's like a little scientist. I think she is so cute, and I am excited to put these out. And then last but not least, these are a few piles where, well, first of all, that one is just like random, needs to go all around the library. But then I have Fly Guy, Pedro, and Katie Wu, Owl Diaries, Princess Black, and Yasmin, and all of those already have a place on my shelf, so I just have to put them in their buckets. Guys, I have so many books, and it's so hot in here. That's like the theme for this video. Too many books and hot in here, if we learned 2 things today. Okay, so it looks pretty good. They actually fit quite well over there, so I just need to make a few labels. I could probably squeeze in one more if I really needed to, but then I think it might be at risk of falling over, so I'm happy with that. I think that that looks really good. Alright, so it is about 3:30 now, and I think I'm just going to do some last minute tidying up, clean a couple bulletin boards, maybe take out my nonfiction books, and then I think I'm going to call it a day for day number 1. So I feel pretty good about what I have gotten accomplished today. I just did like easy things to kind of like enjoy my day, you know, like things that I want to do right now and things that like make me happy, and then I'll probably have to do the more tedious stuff like probably next week. But yeah, I am just gonna clean up, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. You guys, I just realized something. Remember how I was like, where are my curtains? Oh wait, wrong way. Are you kidding? Like I was ready to like send an email to our custodian and be like, hi, please help. Like imagine if I would have done that. That would have been so embarrassing. Like there they are, shining bright, looking good. nonfiction books on the middle shelf, and I cannot decide how I feel about that. Last year they were up top, now they're in the middle, but the thing is I can only fit 2 on the shelf, and I wish I could fit 3. Then I would definitely put them down there, so I don't know. We'll see. Alright, you guys, so I am all set for today. I am in my car now enjoying the air conditioning on my face. I'm happy with what I got accomplished. I just did mostly the more fun things that I was looking forward to doing today. I definitely have a lot of organizing of like my drawer and my teacher desk and all that kind of stuff, which I don't enjoy quite as much. But I put that off for next time, so I had a good time today. But anyways, this is going to be the first of a few of these videos, so if you enjoyed, please subscribe so that you don't miss the next 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, who knows. But thank you very much for watching. If you do not already follow me on Instagram, you can find that link in the down bar below, as well as my Teachers Pay Teachers, Amazon storefront, and wish list, and any other links that are relevant to this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon.